Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good day. As always, today we're going to be talking about some advice that I really want to give to the young people out there, who have graduated high school, maybe they're earlier in their college careers, and they're thinking about getting a credit card. Now, I've made a credit card video before that talks about what they are and how they work and a lot of misconceptions about them, but I didn't really talk about some things that you need to ask yourself before you get one. Because guys, I'm not going to lie to you, you could shoot yourself in the foot and set you up for absolute failure if you screw this up and you use things the wrong way. Likewise, if you actually use it the right way, you can set yourself up where you've got great credit, you don't pay interest, you're using things the right way, and you're actually making your financial future a lot easier because you did things the right way. So, here's what I want to talk about today. 5 rules that you have to follow before you ever get a credit card. Now, before I get started, just to let you know, you may not agree with what I'm about to say, and that's fine. You don't have to. But at the end of the day, I'll let you know that I've got A+ credit. I don't have any credit card debt. I don't have car loans, student loans, personal loan. I don't have any of that debt. Likewise, I've also worked in the financial industry for about 8.5 years. So I really just want to make this video to help people out because I think there's a lot of bad information out there. And I think a lot of people just trust that, I'll just get a credit card and everything will work out fine. All I need to do is pay it on time. And that's not the way it works. So let's get started, and we're going to go with rule number 5. You have to work for at least 1 year before you get a credit card. Now, why is that? Because at the end of the day, you're going to have to get approved. You can apply all you want for a credit card, but it's going to suck ass whenever you apply and you're denied, and now you've got an inquiry on your credit score, and you didn't even get anything from it. Okay, you need to show that you can afford to pay off this credit card that you apply for. Why should some bank trust you if you don't have a job? Right? They're not going to approve you. That's just stupid. No bank is going to do that. Likewise, if you only worked at your job for like a month, there's no stability there. You need to have a proven track record showing that yes, I can manage this because I've got this sort of stability within my working career. I know that no matter what, I've got this paycheck coming. I can afford to pay this thing off. Okay, so have 1 year worth of work history before you ever apply for a credit card. All right, number 4. You need to have at least $1,000 in your savings account. Why is that? Because if you don't have the self-discipline to save even $1,000, you don't have any business getting a credit card. Okay, saving $1,000, is really not that hard to do. My little brother did that, when he was a junior in high school. I did that when I was a junior in high school delivering pizzas. It's not hard to do. And if you can't do that, you really don't have any business getting a credit card. If you only had, $100 in your account, you get a credit card for $1,000, you rack up $200 worth of, purchases on that card, that debt is worth more than you are. Okay, so you need to be smart about this. Show the bank that you can save money, show yourself that you can save money, and prove that by having at least $1,000 in your account before you ever apply for a credit card. All right, number 3, only apply for your first credit card when it's actually a real credit card. Do not get a credit card if it's to get 20% off your purchase at a clothing store. Do not get a credit card if it's going to help you replace the tires on your car. Do not get a credit card for, a Home Depot purchase where you can finance it for 12 months. Forget about that stuff. Do not use those credit cards really ever, and you certainly shouldn't get those as your first credit card. Get it with your bank, with your credit union, with a real credit card institution, talking like American Express, Discover, Capital One. Those guys are actually credit card companies, okay? And because of that, they're more than likely a little bit reputable. They may have really, really high interest rates on some of their cards, but they're at least a well-known company, and that's going to look good to the credit bureaus, and you don't have to worry about those guys. You need to make sure you're getting a legit credit card. I'm biased towards my credit union. That was my first credit card. I would highly, highly encourage you to get your first credit card with the institution that you do your banking with. Okay, you want to establish a rapport there, a history there. It makes a lot more sense when you go to the person that you've been doing business with for years and saying, hey, I'd like to get started with a credit card. I want to start building up my credit. That makes sense. Being at a cash register checkout and you've got $200 worth of clothes here and you're about to get 10% off, that is not the right time to get a credit card. So only get your first credit card if it's with a real credit card company. All right, number 2, and to me this reason could be tied for number 1, but only get your first credit card if you know 100%, 1,000% that you will pay it off in full every month, always, forever. Look, guys, I know that I talk about interest rates and credit scores way too much, and I probably repeat myself all the time. But look, credit cards are the only loan that I know of that you don't have to pay any interest, even if you use it. And that rule is you have to pay off everything in full every month, always. So do not get a credit card if you think, well, maybe I can pay it off in full. Next month's gonna be a little bit tight. I've got this thing coming up. I've got that thing coming up. Forget about it. You're not ready. Okay? Only get a credit card when you know you will never pay interest, ever. You want to make sure that you never, ever, ever, ever carry a balance on there. Okay? Pay that thing off in full. If you can't do it, don't get one. You're not ready for it. Okay, rule number 1. Only get your credit card when you know that you do not need it. Okay? You don't need a credit card. Okay? Really, you don't even need a credit score. In all honesty, you really don't. It's kind of pie in the sky sort of thinking that you'll never need to borrow money to go to school or buy a car or buy a house, but in all honesty, you don't. You do not need credit scores to buy those things. You need a credit score to finance those things, and financing is dumb if you can avoid it. Why take out a loan from a bank that's going to try and become rich off of you because you can't really afford it, even though you watch TV, you see all these pictures of people living happy lives in their new car, in their new house, and you want that too, so you finance it, right? That is not necessary. You don't always have to do that. Now, tying this back to the credit card, you don't need one, guys. You only need a credit card if you want to get a high credit score and maybe you want the cash back or travel mile rewards, but at the end of the day, you don't need one. Don't get a credit card if you need it month to month. A credit card is not there for you to be able to make your cell phone payment next month. It's not there for you to help buy groceries. It's not there for any of that stuff. Okay, maybe that's what the rest of America kind of uses their credit cards for, but that doesn't have to be you. You don't have to make those mistakes. So to summarize all of that up, only get a credit card when you realize that, look, I don't need this. I'll take advantage of it, I'll use it the right way, but ultimately I don't need this credit card. And by admitting that to yourself or realizing that, you are the one that's empowered. You are the one that's strengthened, not the bank, not any other financial institution, not the credit card company. You are the one in power. You are the one that is not going to pay interest. You are the one that is going to pay all of it off. You're going to pay on time, and no other credit card company is going to tell you this is how you need to use this card. This is what it's there for. When you realize that it is a tool, right, and it's sharp on both sides of the blade, it can help you or it can hurt you. I use a credit card for every single purchase that I make. Literally every single purchase. I pay my car insurance, my cell phone bill, my internet, my groceries, my gas. I pay all of it on my credit card, but I also pay it off in full each month. I never pay interest. I collect the travel reward miles, and I'll go to Chicago or I'll go to New York or I'll get a flight to Guatemala for free. Okay, that's why I use it. I don't need it though. I don't ever depend on my credit card ever. And because of that, I've never paid a penny in interest. I've never been late on my credit card. I've never worried, can I afford to make the payment this month? Okay, you've got to go into this stuff responsibly. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I hope this didn't come across as like a rant video, but when you work at a financial institution for so long and you see the way the majority of people use credit cards and debt and credit for that matter, you just see how poorly people manage their finances and their credit, and it's sad, and it really does make me angry at times. And really this is why I started this channel, to help people and hopefully to kind of help change the mindset of all of my viewers, in that we don't need to be the ones that are taken advantage of from the financial institutions. We can in fact take advantage of them. So Thank you so much for watching. If you've got anything to add or you disagree with, make sure to let us know below. But thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good day. Hey guys, thanks again for watching this video. I hope you learned something new from it and you were able to strengthen your financial position. I'm going to keep coming out with more videos, so please stay tuned. But go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and have a good day.